Okay.
Welcome.
Good morning.
They always look so much nicer than I do. She puts way more time into getting ready than I do.
It's yeah. It ain't much, but you know what? It works. We've been doing it a long time.
What's up? Good morning. What's up, Gus? Slater, how's your groin? How's your penis? Leslie, good morning.
What a
We're,
greeting.
yeah. He pulled he pulled his groin. He has like uh sports hernia, and he the doc was like, all right, you're out of work for 4 months. It's like, he's not, by the way, he's fine, he's already
Right.
but like it was like the most ridiculous thing, so we've been chatting about it. Leslie, good morning.
Does he do manual labor? Sorry.
Alexander, yeah, he's a firefighter.
Oh, okay.
WODpreppers, it's, if we're gonna say it, we gotta do it right. It's WODpreppers. Be like this, one word. A woodpecker, maybe. Wood. What's up, Holland? Alexander Toronto. I don't know. Holland, what's up? Good morning. All right. 2 days. I don't know. It's 3 days, right? What did I say? It's 3 days to the CrossFit Games, right? Tomorrow, Thursday.
Today's
Friday.
Tuesday.
Yeah.
So in 3 days it will have begun. Yes.
Yeah, right. 3 days.
Yep.
Almost like to the minute, right? Like it's 7:01. What time? It starts at 8.
Yeah, literally to the minute.
Right? Oh no, it starts at 7. Oh no, yeah. Because it's in Central Time. So exactly. What is that? 72 hours. Exactly. It's gonna be fun.
I am so excited about the energy for this year.
Yep, it's gonna be good. I'm super stoked. And we were just chatting about the schedule, so we'll talk about that first. So we'll do a little bit like of predictions on the time caps and the workouts. There definitely is a 2-parter on Saturday, which I don't know how I feel about. There's the schedule's really interesting. So let's just pull it up because it will. Stop screen, share. So anyways, Kyle's here, right? We can start. Thanks, buddy. I have a bucket hat. I always rock a bucket hat. Like 95% of the time I'm in a bucket hat. If I'm outside, it's a bucket hat, not a like a cap, because I don't like wearing sunscreen. And so I always wear a bucket hat. Helps me not burn. All right. So let's talk about it. So event 1, hour and 15 minutes for sure. Everyone's going at the same time. Men and women, which will be cool. We'll see how Tia fares there. Let's do, I didn't connect my phone. But I wonder, does Heat 1, do you do Heat 1?
Yeah.
All right, great. So does Heat 1 have a prop bet of how many people beat Tia?
Let me take a look. Give me a second. I was in there the other day. I did not see that, but I also am new enough to the app.
There's only 3. There's one each day.
Props.
They definitely need that prop bet.
There's will Tia win 60% or more of the workouts? What did you vote on that one? What did you say?
No, I haven't done. We'll do that on Friday.
Okay.
So what we're gonna do is we will. That's a weird time frame. That's probably not the right time. He's got to adjust that. We'll do that before every event. We'll make sure we do our props before the day starts or before they need to be done, and then we'll do that every show.
Cool.
They definitely need. I bet you would, Slater. I bet you would. Dirty dog. All right, so we'll do that before every show. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna be live, right? Like I know everyone else says we're gonna be live before every show, probably in the middle, maybe even during some. We'll see how much we care about being monetized. And yeah, so before and after pretty much every event, we'll come on and do something short, 30, 45 minutes, maybe even do some during some more of the exciting events. And we'll talk about the schedule over the next couple of days, Claire, and then we'll get it all worked up together and we'll just schedule all the shows out.
Cool. Christian's question here is good. I thought it was funny. Maybe not funny. You want me to pull it up? Yeah. Oh gosh.
If we both click it, it goes away. All right.
Yeah. Is the two-parter the back squat into the mile for time? I saw Dave Collab with Adam Klink on his post. I think it was just because it was like the 5-year anniversary of having done it.
Right. Yeah. And so there's a big gap too, right? So like event 5 is the back squat. And so we know 4 and 5, and so there's another gap. So it's definitely 2 different events.
Right.
But we'll talk about that. And it's still not that long of a time frame.
Overall for 2 events to occur.
Yeah, 2 events and men and women.
Right.
Usually this is like 2 events for men and it's like 20 minutes a heat. Right. When they run 4 heats, it's less. They really condense the schedule, right? To be done at 6:00 on here. Yeah, it's interesting.
It is a shorter day on Saturday.
Yeah, I mean, usually compared to what it usually is, for sure. Okay, let's just go. So event 1 obviously is our row run. I think it seems like. Did you watch Dave's weekend review?
Yeah.
So I feel like the fans and the push for him to name them, he definitely said it was still open.
Yeah.
Like, so I think he's going to do it. Everyone just has to keep like hammering his Instagram of like name the workouts.
We need this. Yeah, they definitely,
Right.
I feel like they're doing a good job of hammering it. It's also, I don't know, he's such a, like beats to the tune of his own whatever. So it'll be.
Yeah, but in his statement of like classic CrossFit doesn't want to take away, I feel like that is contradicting because classic CrossFit was always named.
Yeah.
Like
Well,
the whole
and I
concept
think
of naming workouts.
Yeah, he keeps using the name Pure, right?
Right.
Pure CrossFit, Pure CrossFit, Pure CrossFit. Anyway,
I don't know what that means. I mean,
that's my
they
point.
all look like
I'm
Pure
like, what is
workouts to
that?
me. I mean, 6-mile run with 3K row. Like, is that pure CrossFit? I don't know.
Yeah.
What's up, Kenneth? All right. Historic combination. Oh, this one. Oh,
Yeah, the
Avera.
back squat mile.
Oh, congrats, Avera. 65 minutes for that workouts. That's a good time.
Yeah.
That's a really good time. Yeah, for sure. This is what I don't like. He for sure would dig his heels in about naming the workouts, even though he should, right? Like, I don't like it, just doesn't make he should. It doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Right? Why not? All right. We know event 2. So interestingly enough, so this is an hour and 40 minutes to run through all individuals, right? They said event 2 is that so we have a 10-minute time cap on this workout, 3 heats. So that's 60 minutes of timed work. It's an hour and 40 minutes. So we're looking at 4 minutes between each heat. Is that right? No, that's not right. No. 8 minutes, 7-ish minutes between each heat. So that seems about right. It's going to go really fast, right? Like for those that have been at the games and have watched, etc., like to run through an entire workout in an hour and 40 minutes, men and women, like from heat 1 to heat 3 for both, it's going to go a lot faster this year than it has in the past, which I think is a good thing. I think
Totally. I'm a fan of that.
Keeps people in their seats and excited, etc. Team event 2 doesn't seem to be. This is weird. Where are we?
So
we have 30 minutes for an entire. I mean, I think event 2 was released, right?
For the teams.
For the teams. Yeah, TE2 is. They must have everyone on the floor at the same time somehow.
Right.
Because it is wall walks, double unders, toes to bar, but there's only 30-minute gap. That can't be right. I mean, I guess it has to be. And then they go into a 2-parter. So in 90 minutes, they're going to do 3 scores.
I just got there.
That's interesting. Anyways, yeah, that's strange. All right, so then we have event 3, which is we don't know. So event 3 is 2 hours and 10 minutes, assuming they're going to run 3 heats, 6 heats, about the same 6 to 7 minutes time between. We can assume that it's probably like a 15-minute time cap, right?
Yeah, and event 3, I feel like I'm hopping all over the place on my. Let's see. Oh, that's a lot more concise. Yeah, we don't know what that one is yet.
No, so 2 hours and 10 minutes. If we divide it by 6, right, that gives us 20, we'll say 21 and a half minutes per workout,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah.
So if we assume it's the same time between 6 minutes, it means a 15-minute time cap of whatever it is, right? We know there's pegboards. I assume it's going to be an Olympic lift of some capacity. So Kyle's question rolls into
Right.
that. We still have no Olympic lifting. Do we think there'll be enough? Well, I mean, I think that's an interesting question. Like we did Isabel heavy, right? So even if there was no clean and jerk or snatch, which there will be, right,
Right.
in some capacity.
Yeah.
Um, I think it's, I mean, like we tested it to get here. Like that's like
Yeah, if you
pretty
look
much, I mean,
through the
there's back
season.
squat. Yeah, exactly. So like
Yeah.
I don't think we have to test heavy. There will be barbell cycling in some capacity, right?
Yeah.
But there's always so much that I wouldn't be too upset if we didn't see a handful of it, or if it was only in one event, like event 3 paired with some pegboards or something like that.
Do you like that just on a purely personal preference? Like, do you have any sort of opinion about that? Would you like to see more barbell?
So if you all right, let me think. Um Well, I'm trying to answer the question. So if you go to the CrossFit early articles, Greg, the reason why we do so much Olympic lifting is because Greg feels all athleticism stems from violent hip extension,
Yeah.
right? That's why we do it,
Right.
right? That's the sole reason why it's the like the cornerstone of our strength training. Um, it's because of hip extension, right? So because of that, I would say that leaning into that, it needs to still be a part. We still have that in our like in the workouts. Okay. Um, so if we're just looking at it, right? Um, we have deadlifts, we have the back squat. Those are both hip extension. I mean, I know they're knee flexion, but like it's still like strength biased bit. C2 bike thrusters would be solid. But I think it's fine, right? Like, you know, there will be pulling from, I mean, we have heavy deadlifts and a heavy back squat. So even if there wasn't a heavy Olympic barbell, like
Mhm.
snatching or clean and jerk or some ladder or a race, like a knockout style workout with, you know, whatever, like a speed ladder, we'd still be fine. Like we'd still have reached, like the strong person still gets it.
Right.
Right.
Like you said, if you zoom out the whole season, you've done some stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. So, you know, with Isabel being such a heavy part of the semifinal for every single athlete without fail, like it was required in all of them except I think everyone do it? Fari Stardom might not have done it. Yes, they did.
I was gonna say, I think all did.
I think everyone did.
I think so.
No, not everyone did. Um, everyone that Mayhem did, so Wadland, French, all American ones, South America, I think Copacer, and I don't think Torian did. Anyways,
Interesting.
yeah, there were some that didn't. It was all the American ones said they would do it, and
Okay.
then all the ones Mayhem did it. So Torian didn't, Far East didn't,
Yeah.
or whatever. All right. So, anyways, I don't think it's necessary. Like if we didn't see like a heavy snatch or like a heavy barbell cycling, I think it would be fine.
Mhm.
I do think we'll see a thruster
Yep.
in some capacity.
It's on my bingo
So
card.
yeah. What'd you say?
I said it's on my bingo card.
That's right. Um,
And all these good mornings. Hello, Judy. Hello, Judy. Jody.
Judy.
Good morning, Jeffrey.
What's up, Jeff?
Anyway.
Going to be a splitter. I don't know what that means. All right. Yes, run that workout is the only outside event. They said that. He said it somewhere. Okay, so are we still on Friday? All right.
And
So
Avera asked, which we kind of already touched. We did touch on that. CJ, do you know if event 1 has a time cap? Do
well,
you
I mean, it
know?
says it's an hour and 15 minutes right here. So
Right.
so yes, there's an
And
hour and
everybody's
15
going at
minute time
once.
cap.
Yeah.
Um,
And then do we know if event 4 is a one rep max back squat into the mile run, which we did already touch on that? No,
right.
it'd be two different things.
So yeah, all right. So I think there's a 15-minute time cap for this workout, event 3, early ending day, and then they have the opening ceremony, which is why I always find it weird they do the opening ceremony.
After a full day.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
always do that. I don't
Yeah.
understand it. It's weird. They've literally always done that. I don't understand.
I
It
can't
just
make it make sense either. It's like
I
you
don't know
get used
how.
to it because you know that it's how it goes.
Just like run it on Thursday.
Right.
Like, people will come to it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, just do it on Thursday as its own standalone thing. All the athletes are there.
And
You
you
know,
think they
like
would prefer that.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, instead of like being crushed after whatever this event is and like having to stay on the floor because that's what
Right.
they're gonna have to do. They don't even
Right.
get to leave. So if you go at 150, you have to sit there for 3 hours.
Yeah, I did not put too much thought into that, but you are entirely correct.
Yeah, of course. That's
Yeah.
when you're coaching at competitions, like you you're thinking of obviously the workout and then you're thinking about everything in between. So like at
Absolutely.
NorCal, Gucci left every event.
Mhm.
I was like, "Go home." She's like,
Mhm.
"Really?" I'm like, "Yeah, it's fucking 95
Yeah, I was gonna
degrees
say, don't
outside."
sit out in this hot
Yeah,
sun.
like, I don't care
Yeah.
if we're under so, like, doing this, like, for someone that can get there at 3:10 and warm up for the workout versus someone that has to get there at 1:30, like, that's a big difference.
Yep.
Okay. So, Saturday, we start at 8, another 2 hours and 10 minutes, but we know there's only 2 heats for this, so they're going 15 wide across, they said they were, and so there's a longer time cap. So, 20 minutes, 6 minutes in between, so we have 2 hours and 10 minutes. It's going to be 4 total heats. So we're looking at like 30. So there's probably actually a 25-minute time cap because we're looking at like 32 minutes per. So we can
Yep.
assume there's about 7 minutes between each workout. That again gives us a little bit of insight of how long each workout's going to be, especially the ones that we don't know. Um, uh, event
Is
5.
7 minutes when you come up with a 7-minute number for the games, I know that the transitions, of course, at the games in my, like, experience is longer than at these other competitions,
Mhm.
right? But so is 7 minutes how are you pulling that number?
Well, so we know the time cap of event 1,
Yep.
and then we can assume we know there's 4 events. We know the time cap for this was 25 minutes. They gave the time cap for event 4.
Okay.
And so now it's looking at 6 to 7 minutes for this, and then the other one was 6, 7. So we assume it's going to be
Got it.
the same spacing for all of them,
Okay. I
right?
like that. Yeah.
Um, like so, obviously that really well. Like you handle the clock a lot. That time doesn't change via the workout, right? It's pretty much always the same, right?
No, and I would, argue that it should
Right, probably should, like,
alter
for
a
some,
bit
especially
more,
yeah,
but
especially, like so,
equipment
like, for
changes.
Coda
Yeah.
Iron Games last year, like, when we had to reset the bags,
Uh-huh.
like, it probably could have been a minute longer, and it would have, like
Made
some
your life easier?
oh my god, dude, what a fuck. That was rough.
It's just so funny because by now I've run, I've had the opportunity to do that specific role at so many different, and so you just
Mhm.
look at I just can look at the floor, look at
Right.
what's on it, and be like, oh, this
Yep.
is, or this is going to go great, and
Right,
it just comes
exactly.
down to equipment. Yeah.
Yep.
Hey, everybody gets it done. That's like it. Everybody figures it
Right.
out. But anyway, okay, so that's how you're coming up with that. Got it.
Pause real quick, guys. I just wanna thank, our sponsors, today's event and the weekend.
Yay.
Hopefully, I'll have some clothes. PR Apparel sent me a bunch of stuff. It got held up somewhere. Anyways, PR Apparel is the WODprep podcast sponsor. Head over to prapparelshop.com. Use code WODprep for 15% off. They just had a new drop. Their stuff is on there. It looks great. Hopefully, we'll get Claire sent some stuff soon, and we'll have maybe a little bit more for the Masters games as well. I'm so stoked for the Masters uniform.
Yeah, that's gonna be sick.
They're gonna be sick.
Are they
Claire,
button down?
I assume so. I think they
Yeah,
went with the button down.
cool.
Uh, anyways, so guys, like and subscribe, support the show, support the sponsor, which supports the show
Mhm.
even more than a like and subscribe. So head over there, even just give it some website traffic, right? Follow them on Instagram, buy something, helps me out, and we can keep doing this fun stuff. All right, back to here we go. Boom. All right, so we know event 4, we know event 5, and this is interesting. So they're going to do 90 minutes to go through all men and women so that's 60 people. So that's basically, I'm pretty sure the whole floor is going to be out there at one time, or it's going to be half. We're going to do 15 and 15 in about a 20-minute window, which means that they're probably going to have to do an open window and people are just going to go. That's not enough time to do like you go 20 seconds, you go 20 seconds, you go 20 seconds.
Yeah.
So I think it'll be a free for all time frame would be my guess. I think it said 3 attempts, but I think it'll be 3 attempts maybe in a window. But it doesn't, I don't think they're going to be, unless they're going to put all 20 people out there or all 30 at the same time.
Have we ever seen that format at the games
Which one?
for a
Like,
lifting event where it's just kind of a free for all?
no, it's always been timed so the
Yeah.
camera can shift.
Right.
So that'll be interesting.
Uh-huh. I don't hate it. It'll just, I mean, like,
I kind of hate it.
that'll be interesting.
Yeah, I mean, it's not if that's what it is. I mean, they could just have like a shorter window because you only get one attempt, right? So like you only need like you just get your one attempt, right? Like no one's going to take 2 attempts. You can't take 2 attempts on a back squat, like that's impossible.
Yeah,
so with the Olympic lift, you can get 2 attempts in that window, so it's longer. So maybe it's just like 15 seconds, right? And it's like 15 seconds, 15 seconds, 15 seconds. Avera, where are all the athletes working out? So they all train at local boxes. They all got there pretty much yesterday or Sunday. And then they train. If you listen to Boys Interrupted, Dallin mentioned it like every show for the last like 4 shows that they were training somewhere that they rented the gym.
Yeah, they got like a 2-hour time block where it's just
I
theirs for their camp.
Yeah. I don't think bad call if they go all at once. I don't think they'll go all at once, but it's a really short window to put 60 people through a max back squat because that's all men and women. So it's a really narrow window to do that with. So don't train where DB is training. Yeah, that's going to be so interesting. We'll get to that. Okay. So we know event 5, event 6 and 7. So we have 2.5 hours, 2 hours and 15 minutes event. This is for sure a combo event. They're not going to go. So it'll be a part 1 and a part 2. So there'll be 2 scores. I don't know. Like, so really there's only 3 events like on the day again.
Right. And so let's see here. Event 5 ends at 1:35. That one begins just like 1 hour later. So there's a really fast turnaround to 6 and 7.
Yeah. And it's only a back squat too. So I think they'll be really fresh. So the intensity for event 6 and 7 is going to be, in my opinion, probably through the roof. I think it'll be 2.5 hours, assuming it's still 6 heats, right? Will give us 30. What is that? 30 minutes? No, 25 minutes per heat with the transition or with like a heat. So 2 hours 15. So we're still looking at, I don't know, what is that? 135, 23 minutes per. So I mean, it's only like 17 minutes
max
for both workouts.
Most. Yeah. Huh.
Right. That's not a lot. That's not a lot of time.
Yeah.
Unless they're going sideways on the floor again, and it's like 15 per lane again, and then it's 2 heats. So then it's 4.
What was it it was at the track last year, but there was that back-to-back event and it was a sprint. It was fast, you know? So like, you never know what, I mean,
and
this
so,
is obviously
so events
indoors,
like that, right. Sorry. Events like that, if you look, like that wasn't a great event. Like there wasn't a great test because the same people won exactly the same.
Yeah.
The sandbag wasn't long enough. Like, yeah. Oh, Jeff, here we go. PR apparel.
Yeah.
That's right. We'll get you some stuff sent. Kyle, what's the question? What is your top odd object piece of equipment you hope to see if we only get one? We already have one. We have a yoke, which is by definition odd object, and we have an axle bar deadlift. So I think we have 2. I would say a 100-pound dumbbell is up there with an odd object as well. Parallel handstand push-ups, and I know these are like there, but like we're definitely, he talked about pure CrossFit, but axle bar deadlift, right? We're on a new air runner. It's different. We're not running outside. So like there's a lot of like little nudges to like just change the feel of like what might be the norm. And so I think we have a lot. I think we'll see more though. I do think whatever's in 6 and 7 could be a sandbag. I say that, and then I'll walk it back. We saw sandbag in like every semifinal besides the online semifinal. But no, he said,
Yeah, we
Castro
were.
actually said no pig. Like
Yeah.
he said it, in Savon's interview,
Mhm.
specifically no pig, like very specific.
Which they've
Um,
only ever used pigs outdoors, right? Have they
yeah,
used those
it would
inside?
trash the floor. No, you can't. I mean, you could
Right.
probably use the covered one. Maybe even not because it's metal. Like I know it has like rubber corners on it, but I mean it would probably still. I mean that's a basketball arena they're on, so I mean you can only do so much of
Yeah.
like hammering, hammering weight.
Yeah. And as
Um,
far as like odd object, like when they say what's your top one, I would say that I love the pig, but yeah, he did already say no, and it's all indoors. So
right.
yeah.
Um, so I don't think we'll
Flip
see
sled, Vicky said.
a flip sled. I mean that's the
Oop,
same thing, right?
as
Uh,
the pig.
Yeah, I don't know what's the difference between a flip sled? Isn't that a pig?
Yeah, they've used a flip sled before. I mean,
Oh yeah, yeah,
it is a different object, and it
right.
is a I like it.
So if you didn't know, the pig is is a flip sled like covered.
But different.
It's covered. I think
Yeah.
it's this. I think it's a flip sled inside of the cover.
I don't have a clue. I've definitely messed around with a flip sled. I have not messed around with a pig. I think that like watching pig work is really fun.
And so um, I mean, they're carrying the yoke. So to say that they're not ambulating a load is probably not accurate because they are. They certainly are. Um, he said no sledgehammers specifically. God, that was such a bad workout. Um, and I mean, they could push. You mean like they are different? You guys would know. I actually don't know. I
Yeah.
don't know the difference. I mean, they can't be that much different, but I do. I have seen. I guess you do slide that flip sled like at Crash. They
Yeah,
pushed it down the
it's a cool
floor.
implement.
Yeah, I
What?
doubt it. Um, I do always enjoy a sled event. I think they've just um, there's just this. It's so hard to standardize anything being dragged because of like coefficient of friction. Like there just is so many variables that are uncontrollable if you're dragging anything on the floor. A sticky spot, whatever. Yeah, I mean, Hyrox does it too, but like even there, because it's getting so much more competitive, like you're starting to see people like have easy lanes and hard lanes, right?
Yeah,
Like it
they're
just is
having
like
people.
it's starting to pop up. And so those things are going to happen. And so that's definitely, it's always a risk you run
Mhm.
trying to push anything not in the same lane. Um, there. No, I don't think we're going to see anything like that. Um,
Or like the gator push this year.
yeah, dude, I still think the Gator push on paper could have been like one of the coolest events.
I
It just so happened to like fall apart like in the middle of it.
It was still so fun.
Mhm.
Yes, we were all aware something was
It's a
different.
framework of one of the workouts at Iron Games.
Jeffrey said that is correct. The flip sled is the pig. It's just covered.
Yeah, fuck you
And
guys.
I looked this up. Well, this says, let's see here. The pig is a massive rectangle shaped object weighing between 350 and 400 pounds for women, 556 or 560 for men. The objective, blah, blah, blah. But it doesn't say what's in it. Yeah, I don't know. Jeff, how do you know that?
I think it is that is what's in there. Anyways, it's not a
I'm
big deal.
clearly quite hung up
It's
on
close.
this.
It's very close. They're very similar. Anyways, all right. Um, all right, back to the schedule. So we have 2
Mhm.
hours and 15 minutes, assuming there's 6 heats. Right, exactly. There's live animals.
Actual pigs are in it. It's the
Live
most
animals.
logical
Yeah,
answer
yeah.
I've
I
seen
think
so
that's
far.
the only thing that makes sense. Um, if this is the case, because we know event 4 is long, but it's not going to be as long as I think the time cap's going to be super long. Um, Colton would win. Colton would win. Um,
You
that
did
name,
mention the
that
runners,
name
by the
is
way.
fantastic. Oh yeah, yeah, because they're on the Rogue Woodway.
They're on the Woodway. Have you run on one of those?
No, it's a new runner though. So it could be slow. So the
It's
workout
not
could be,
easy.
Yeah, I mean, I've run on a Woodway in the past.
Okay.
Is it different?
I mean, the Woodway I've run on, I don't know if it's the most up to date, whatever, but I found it to be
Yeah, they're a
a more
little hard, and
labored
some of them are a
run.
little slower too. So
There. I didn't know that they had confirmed that. I knew they were testing on it, but I didn't know they had confirmed that's what they're using for the games.
yeah, they said somewhere
Okay.
that they're running on the whatever Rogue's new runner. I think this workout's gonna be really short, which really stinks because now we're talking like a very short implement again. So 2 scores, 215, assuming there's 6 heats, that gives us 20 couple, 22, 23 minutes per window.
Mm-hmm.
2 scores in a 17 to 18 minute time cap. Like that's not just so little, you know. Not I'm not a well, excuse me, I'm not a fan. I think we're looking at a really, really short time frame here.
Well, and if it's 2 events, there's so say your 17 minutes is what so then if there's a reset, what are they doing?
Mhm.
Something for a period of time. And then again, they've got a 3-minute rest period built in there as well before they head into
Right.
from 6 to 7,
It's probably a 1. It's probably a 1.
like a 1 minute,
Yeah,
and then go again.
what was it? Ringer 1, ringer 2, which was like a very, very short window.
Hmm.
So and then I think the problem is that Dave is assuming this time cap is long.
Correct. Yeah.
Uh, and I think the time cap is too long. I think people are going to be done well under the 20-minute mark unless this runner is slow. Now the runner could be slow and everyone could
Mm-hmm.
struggle, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like listening to Scuds say she was taking 2 minutes on a 300-meter run. I mean, even if she's a terrible, the guys, that's like a 10-minute jog. Like it's actually slower. It's like 240 pace. So it's like an 11-minute pace. Maybe the runner's just really hard, which would be cool. Like if it's
Mm-hmm.
just really hard and everyone runs slow, like I'm totally for that. Like even if there's some resistance, right? So also the other thing to think about. So you have three types of running. You have treadmill running, which is running on a moving surface in place, no propulsion. Okay. Like you're just running up and down. You're not actually pulling yourself or moving any type of mass, right? Then you have flat ground running, which is pushing yourself forward. You
Mm-hmm.
theoretically pull, but you do push yourself on a fixed surface. And then you have curved treadmill running or motorless treadmill running, which is pulling a surface behind you. So curved treadmill running or motorless treadmill running is primarily hamstring dominant and it's a deadlift workout. And so they are going to for sure be running slower. It's
Mm-hmm.
better for the bigger athletes, the bigger guys, and the stronger girls. It definitely balances out. But if it's really hard, like if there's some resistance, like that grit runner, where you were able to like add some resistance to it, which I thought was really cool. They just grit ran out of money.
Mm-hmm.
And they never got to really push. But if there's some resistance to it, they could be stuck in the mud. And so
Mm-hmm.
that's definitely an option there because of it's a curved treadmill. And again, I haven't been on the runner. So maybe there's more resistance than a traditional runner.
I've been on I've been on one very recently that I think was new, and it definitely was
yeah,
not.
it's different for sure.
Yeah.
Okay, so all right, let's go to Sunday. So we have event 7, team starts, event 8. Do we know event 8? We do know event 8. So 2 hours. They're definitely going 6 heats because it's 100 foot. They can't go back and forth. So they'll have 10 people. So we have 2 hours and 10 minutes. So again, looking at a 20-minute, like an 18-minute time cap. Let's see if they put the time cap on Instagram for event 8.
It's not on the app. I guess it's not for any of them.
No, they don't do them on the app.
Yeah.
No. But I think they were like in the 12 to 15 minute range. So again, you think 15 minutes, 6 events. So it has to be a 15-minute time cap, right? Because if you think 21 minutes per thing or 21 and a half minutes, right?
Yeah.
Which would be 2 hours and 10. Okay, so 15-minute time cap here. Event 9. This is only an hour and 1 minute. Assuming again 6 heats means it's going to be really, really quick. And then it rolls right into this is a really interesting finish. They usually do something like this. This one's longer. So we have a really short event for event 9, really short, right? We're talking like 5 to 6 minutes, or even 4 minutes if they're running 6 heats, an hour and 5, so 10 minutes around.
But we currently have no information about that one at all. So
we
like
don't
it
know
could,
anything about these.
yeah. So
It's
we,
all speculation.
right.
So short event has to be a short event for sure, no matter what. And then this is still a pretty short event, right? Usually our final is like a 10-minute time cap. And so that would run an hour 45, 16 to 17 minutes per. That puts you 6 heats. Yeah, that puts you at the 1 hour 45 range. So short. So everything's short. This could be, yeah, I mean, it's going to be, everything is narrow besides event 1. And I don't think event 3 is going to be as long as Dave anticipates, or event 4. I don't think it's going to be as long as he anticipates, which kind of stinks. So there's nothing over 20 minutes for sure. Everything is probably under 10 minutes besides this workout. I bet there's someone that goes under 10 minutes on every workout besides event 4 for the rest of them. Now, is that too little? Is that good balance? I don't know. We'll have to see. But off the cuff, if I don't know anything about the workouts, I think it might be a little bit biased to, a power athlete, which is, it's good for the guys, because now the guys are like, it's bad for Jeff, and it's good for Dallin, and good for James, and good for Jason. And yeah, so it'll be interesting.
Which, speaking of that time cap, that the expected time for that event, it was on Savon's podcast with Dave last week, where he's, how all of the talk about the testers and so on. Anyway, he was just saying that like what his expectations of the testers are is he's finding the time caps. He's not necessarily looking for the best,
which is fine. Like, you should know that.
Yeah, right.
You should know that, but you should also know. And so this is where I think, because like he's looking for logistics, which I think is good. I think that's fine. And then, Dave always talks about the 3 types of workouts, right? The one everyone should finish, the one very few should finish, and the one 50% should finish. And I get that. I totally understand that, right? Like, this is a workout everyone needs to finish because of the detriment and the fatigue that it's going to put on the CNS in the system, right? Like, this is one that everyone needs to finish because of the cumulative fatigue, right? Event 1 is one that everyone needs to finish because of the cumulative fatigue. Like, if he made it 50 minutes, then there would be a lot of people that wouldn't finish, and some people wouldn't get into that next run, right? So like, there's workouts that are important like that, but you still should be assuming the fastest time. And like, okay, is this person going to break every workout, right? Very similar to like Colten in event 2, like the elites in event 2 of the Open, right? Like, that's not the intended stimulus. The Open is totally different for an elite athlete than a lower level athlete that's working that whole 12 minutes, right? And so I don't know. I think not assuming where the fastest time will be or not planning that out is probably not ideal.
Okay.
In my opinion. Okay, so Kyle asks, because you're talking about treadmills for general running, what is better? I mean, I don't like anyone putting time on a regular treadmill if you have a motorless treadmill available, right? Like, I think for if you have a motorless treadmill, you should prioritize that because it's more similar to flat ground running. So yeah, and I mean, obviously flat ground running is pretty much always available.
If you wanted somebody to get better at running, would you say that you want them to spend more time flat ground running or more time on a motorless?
It depends on the person. If you're big and strong, flat ground for sure.
Right.
If you're smaller and maybe you're okay at running, like, the motorless is going to move your flat ground running better.
Yep. And
like,
that I've experienced that. Yeah.
Right. So like, usually big, strong guys can really put some intervals on a motorless treadmill, right? But like, their flat ground running is suffer. So Jeff, are you saying Jeff is not a power? Jeff is a power athlete.
Yeah.
Relative to the field, longer workouts are better for Jeff, and he pulls away from the field. Shorter workouts starts to take away his advantages right? Like it starts to take away some of his strengths relative to the field, right? Like the longer the workout, the better it is for Jeff. The higher the skill, the worse it is, right? Like complexity in general. So like if everything ends up being in the 10 to 11 minute range, that's not as good for Jeff as if all of those were in the 18 to 20 minute range, because Dallin is going to stay closer to him. Jason is going to stay closer to him. James is sort of aerobic, but like it relative to the field, shorter workouts are less effective for Jeff. And as we say that, he beat everyone in Isabel by so much, right? And so we probably could walk it back, but in general, it narrows the field and the distance of his fitness ability versus everyone else, right? Doesn't mean that he isn't still better than everyone else, which I think he is, but it's a closer margin than if everything was in the 18 to 25 minute range. Based on your assumptions, would you say that Roman has a shot to win it? If we see another machine, I mean, I think he's in the top 5 for sure, right? Like, I don't know.
I don't feel like we have enough recent data on him, for my opinion. Like I don't know.
Yeah, it's going to be tough. So, Avera, this is a great question. Do shorter power output tests favor Colten? I think shorter tests, maybe power for sure. Like he is very powerful, but I think that power is rooted in obviously his squat. I don't know. Oh, here, by the way, pause. Dude, did you see Colton's fucking squat yesterday?
No. Did
Oh
he
my
put it on
God.
social media on his?
Yeah, dude. This is 535 or 515. And by the way, this is 515 and it probably was yesterday, maybe Sunday, which means that it's not close to his 1RM. I just want to make that clear. Like if this was taken within 48 hours, it's no more
Yeah, he's
than
not getting near it.
85% of his intended goal. Because that's what I would do with my athletes, which means that he's in the 550 mark. Here we go. Ready? Watch this. And suck my dick. Bruh. 515 pounds.
This is going to be such a cool event.
Oh, yeah. Back squat's going to be great. And for those that are like, oh, back squat's boring, back squat is the pinnacle of lower extremity strength testing. There is more data on the back squat and the deadlift than every other lift, even more than a bench. Well, maybe not a bench press, but for lower body, like those are the tests, right? Like these are the tests. And at that, Colton's going to be well over 550 pounds.
I love that this test got included.
Yep. So interestingly, do you follow Colton's like Instagram? Like, do you see his stuff? Does it pop up?
Yeah, I see most of it, I believe. Yeah.
So I don't know if he has help for social media, but I feel like he's um I think he's really clever in the way that he puts his social media posts together. Like even versus other people, it's like lost my shoes, turn in. And I just think like he just does a good job. Like granted, this whole post, the picture looks terrible, but like it's clever.
Right, but it's a great example of, yeah, if he's clever, the photo is almost kind of just like not even the point.
Right, exactly. And so and I do like these, by the way.
I was gonna say I like the gold ones.
You would like the gold ones. I think
Of
the gold
course.
ones look terrible, but they're horrendous. Anyways, but I do like the shoes.
I don't know that he has help. I mean, maybe he does, maybe he doesn't. But I mean, if you look every time you listen to him speak, I mean, he's a clever dude.
Yeah, he's super clever, and he's
Yeah.
obviously extremely smart and just like soft spoken overall. He's very witty when he decides to speak, and so wittiness is like very much linked to like high IQ, like being quick witted and things like that. But
Yeah.
I always do like the open sign up post was so good. Like when he was like peeking behind the box, like it was funny. It was really, really good. Do you remember that one?
No, I don't. Not off the top of my head.
Let's see.
I just love his banter because
Yeah,
it is very quick witted.
was it this one? No. Oh, this is from him. That's probably. No. There it is.
There it is. Yeah.
Hey, did I hear you're doing the Open? I'm signing up for the Open because it's my yearly chance to display my dominance to all my friends and enemies at the CrossFit affiliate and on the leaderboard. I'm in for the Open because I don't have any friends outside of CrossFit, so I know all my friends will be at the gym doing the same workouts with me. I'm in for the Open because I love competition, and this is my yearly benchmark to see my progress.
Christ.
Never mind. Don't do it. Don't do it. Forget everything I just said. This sucks.
I just think he's clever. I always like his posts. They're
Yep.
funny.
Yep.
And not that like I'm like a huge Colton fan. I mean, I am. Like I like him and I support him or whatever. But
Yeah.
he's funny. I think he's really clever in the way he puts his posts together. Okay, back to
Yeah, we've got some great personalities going right now.
Judy, sorry, I didn't mean to yell it. Yes, I did. Just kidding. What's the heaviest back squat? I think based on that, I mean, it's going to be Colton, and I don't think anyone's even close. Like, I don't think anyone is even within 50 pounds of Colton. I think Austin is second at like 520, 525. I think based on that, I mean, I think Colton's in the 560 range. But again, it sounds like Colton is kind of struggling with some back stuff. So he might just win it and not try to put on a show just from a safety perspective. So, I mean, I don't think he has 100 pounds in the tank.
What about Justin?
Medeiros?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I think he'll squat 500 just because he does so much powerlifting with Jesse.
Mm-hmm.
But
oh yeah, Slater.
oh yeah, Nick Matthew. I don't again, right? So I think it might be less than 50% than 90%, which is pretty much what I said. I don't think he would squat over 90% this close, but I think he'll just win the event. If he's hurt, like if he's kind of working with something, Nick, yeah, I guess Nick will probably be second. I mean, I don't know. I think him and Austin are close. I don't know if it's well over 500 pounds. So
Colton does like to put on a show, right?
he does. He does.
So
But I mean, he also did pull out of NorCal because he was hurt, right? So like some people will just make bad decisions. I don't think that's Colton. Like if he knows he's going to win, he'll just win, right? If he's struggling with something. So, anyways, Braun.
yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. I've never seen Braun squat. I know he's strong, but I've never seen him put numbers up. Yeah, and so they could be on purpose, right? So that's he's talking about his Instagram post, and maybe it is, which would be great. Would a sled push event be better if the sleds had plastic? So if they are inside, they will. The problem is like someone could drip sweat on the floor and just create like a 3-foot like
runway.
Yeah, like just small. And so it's just Caleb. So yes, the answer is yes. And you can get really close, right? And it's great for training, but it's just so hard to standardize it across with no issues whatsoever, right? And not saying that anyone would cheat or whatever, but like if someone, I don't know, like had water and just like gargled and just like spit it out, like it would change. Like it would
Can
make
you
it
imagine? Willing to do whatever it takes.
Yeah. I think Justin will finish higher than expected, or than like he's never been considered a strong athlete and he squats a lot, but he's nowhere near
Colton.
Nick or Braun or Colton. I don't think it's even close. Okay, so again, looking at the schedule, short events, I think everything's pretty short. It looks like the last event will be longer than event 9, which is cool. But overall, short day. But I think it's gonna be fun. I mean, we're gonna, yeah. How do you feel about it?
Excited. I'm just
Yeah.
ready to see this stuff. Like I said, I think that just looking at all of the energy going into the games this year, it's the tone has like really shifted. And as much as there is a lot of controversy and whatever, there's also a lot of gratitude coming from so many of the competitors. And that's cool to see. So obviously, yes, their fitness has continued to increase and the performances that they'll have are going to be epic. But like, I just think that I'm stoked about them being stoked about being a part of the event.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. I think it's always interesting to me, the athletes that are competing that say that they don't support CrossFit,
A wild thought.
but I wanted this one. But like your paycheck is directly correlated
Well, I
to
think dig into that
success.
too. You know, like if someone says that, like what are they specifically referring to? You know? Does that
Yes. I mean, we know that they're not referring to like they wanted to die. They don't like HQ, but it doesn't matter. Like
I don't agree
it's,
with it either.
it's
Yeah.
the same. Like it's the same thing,
Hmm.
right? Like you can be mad at HQ and all of this stuff. Like, oh, I want to hurt their bottom dollar. That hurts your bottom dollar directly.
Right.
Sponsors not sponsoring the games or being a part of CrossFit hurts you and your exposure and all of the things, you know, that you are wanting to accomplish, which is make more money,
Hmm.
train more, be more famous, and be the best in the world,
Hmm.
right? If everyone made 100 grand from sponsors every year, everyone would train full time, right? And so like that's the goal. And then you want to make more money so you don't have to worry about it at some point in your life, right?
Right. Right.
And so and for those that don't know, there are so few people that actually make that much money in CrossFit. Like
Yeah.
way less than you think. Way less. Um and not saying 100 grand isn't a lot of money, but it's not that much money anymore. Like
Hmm.
it's not a crazy amount of money.
Hmm.
And there are not that many people that make it. So, yeah, I think like you can be outspoken of like you don't support the decisions they made. You're upset with this, but everyone should do the open. It's directly linked. Like not pushing being a part of the sport, watching it. It just doesn't make any sense. It's just mind blowing to me.
Yeah. Well, I think this past year has given a lot of clarity to that. I mean, like we've just had a lot of these conversations. And if you look at years prior to that, these conversations weren't really being had in this way.
Mhm.
And so hopefully then it has caused, like I said, the ones that are expressing the gratitude for it and so on, like just recognizing. And then yet again, like I get into like, okay, if you're mad at CrossFit, like what are you actually mad at? You know, because are you mad at the methodology? Like, do you spend time in affiliates? Like what are we,
Mhm.
what are you mad at? The same as like if you want to blame it for your injuries or whatever, like or your burnout, et cetera. Like you're not actually mad at the methodology. You actually really love and appreciate the methodology and will probably continue to do it even if you're calling it something else, you know?
Right.
So
Yeah, CrossFit's really unique like that, right?
confusion.
Like there's so many, it's not like traditional sports, right? It is very much like it's not the same, right? Like almost everyone, like besides one person, like besides Matt, everyone continued to do CrossFit.
Right.
It didn't change. Hey, Larry's back. What's up, man? I knew you'd be back. You were talking shit to me on Clydesdale. I knew you'd come back. All right. Good questions.
Watching you on Clydesdale was funny.
I want him to bring me on there so bad.
I want to
Anyways,
talk about this. I can
he
just
won't.
picture
They won't bring
you.
me on. It's theirs. I'm like yelling at the screen. All right. What I don't get is why we can't disagree and still support CrossFit. We think very differently, but I still realize you bring tons to space. We can think differently and be supportive. What do we think differently on, Larry? For one, but I mean this is also the other thing, right? Like I think one thing that um one thing that I've realized in life as like we just generally get older, like there's a point where like we can argue with people and then it just be done, and like you can just argue. Like I have very, very strong liberal friends, and we don't agree on politics at all, but
Mhm.
like we still hang out. And there are definitely times where I'm like, how in the fuck do you think the way you think?
Sure.
But like we go play golf together and it's totally fine. And it's
Mhm.
like not a big deal. And I know they think the same way. And so I think like you can still be upset with the decision that CrossFit makes, but like we all know that this is it's just so true, but like we're not going to
Yeah,
get it. It is very like
it's pretty funny.
the all of the divide that we have like in this sport, no matter what you want to say, it's a political line. Like it's a very evident and clear political line. Like it's, I don't know, that's my opinion, but I think it is just that. But again, those people view life differently, like on values and priorities and things like that. Like that line is very similar to the values and issues that people struggle with in the sport of CrossFit right now.
Yeah.
Right. So, yeah.
Let's see. Join my not CrossFit program.
Bro.
Well, I think the thing that Barbell Spin just put out about it, we both talked about that, but that was like really well articulated. I mean, so it's already been hashed there and elsewhere, but it is just like it's all attention to the thing that
Right.
we all love. So
Yeah.
ultimately,
Yeah,
Yeah.
100%. I was I want Saxon to just do it. I just want to hear, like, I want to hear him interviewed by Savan or Pedro or whatever, right? Like, and so if you heard on Savan's podcast, he said something really interesting in the way that he presented it. Let me see if I can pull it up. I assume it's on Savan's podcast.
it is. If you want to go to the timestamp, it's let's see here, the 3140 is where they talk
pulled
about
it up
Stephen.
on
He referenced leveraging him at the games.
yes. Here we go.
Oh, they have a clip of it.
Yeah, they clipped it.
Saxon a lot, and I like Saxon a lot. Do you have any idea, insights into what happened there?
I chatted with him today. We didn't talk
You
about
did?
that.
You chatted with him today?
Yeah, he gave me a call. We
So one thing
caught up.
you ever notice, like Savan never asks a question he doesn't know, and you always know when he's truly surprised about an answer, and it's like this because he turns into kind of like a giddy boy, like a little kid.
Funny. Yeah.
But it's true. Like it's very true. Like he pretty, and so you can always tell.
it was a really good call. He's going to come to the games, and we're going to leverage and work together. And
That's such a weird word.
I agree.
Such a weird word. We're going to leverage. And so it's just a strange word.
do some things with him at the event. So I'm really happy he reached out. Really glad that we touched base. Excited to see him. Excited.
I know you like Saxon a lot.
So anyways, just a weird choice of words.
Yeah. And I mean, it could be as simple as he's just involved in some activations or something. Like
Right.
It may not be that exciting necessarily, other than that he's present, but it would be really cool to hear more from him.
Oh yeah. I just want to hear, like, I don't know. We can speculate as long, oh, maybe. I mean, Saxon's fit enough. He almost qualified for the games. Oh no, that was Spencer. Saxon didn't do the season. Yeah, that was Spencer. But yeah, it's good. I mean, again, I'm not happy that whatever he did at the WFP obviously went fucking up in flames. Like that's not good. I don't want anything. I wanted the WFP to be successful in the sense of like, bring more eyes to the world of fitness. Right.
Mhm.
And like, I've always been that. Now, how they did it was bad. The community thing, the gyms or whatever, it obviously was all like empty promises and fleeting in nature, right? Like the hype was big. And like Dave said, let's see where they are in 10 years, in 20 years or 5 years. And it's, even just the hype right now, right? The qualifier happened. Half the people did it. The design of this season will basically show that it's going to get smaller as the season goes. And so I don't know.
Well, I think it's interesting that you when you were talking about it, you just said was, like, you were speaking about it in past tense already, whether there was awareness to that. Like if you watched even just in this 1 year, how let's see. And then now it's like it was.
Yeah.
don't know.
And yeah. And so again, it's, I don't know. We'll see. I mean, we'll see what Arizona looks like and
Yeah.
how many people go. And it doesn't seem like it's going to crush, right? Like watching fitness, and I've said this on the podcast a ton of times, not that many people like to watch fitness. All right. Like it is a striking small amount. Like it is a niche, and that's okay. I didn't think it was okay for a long time. Right. I was very annoyed with it. And I was like, everyone should watch this and it needs to grow. And I was very pro them like splitting up and like making it just the individuals for sport and like leveraging that to TV deals and things like that. And after last year, like I was like, this is a terrible idea. Right. And so there will be like it needs to return to the festival style. It needs to turn into the niche. We need this bad boy persona that we had. Like that's what it was, like the very Fight Clubby thing.
Do you feel as though what the messaging that's coming from CrossFit HQ, do you feel like it's leaning back that direction? Like it's leaning back into itself?
They made a shirt that said Forging Elite Fitness. And
Great.
I don't know if you saw that podcast.
Well, yeah,
or the Community Cup. The Community Cup shirt said Forging Elite Fitness, which is their trademark or copyrighted term. Trademark, copyright, whatever, one or the other. That's a trademark CrossFit phrase. Okay.
Yeah, I actually was listening to the CrossFit podcast live whenever they were discussing the use of that, and people were in favor.
Yeah, it's
obviously
huge because
I was in favor.
It's not, it's the fucking best, right?
Yeah.
And so,
yeah, like
right.
Forging average fitness, I'm good.
Right, exactly.
I'm totally good on that. Thank you.
Yeah, like the 30 million thing, that would be great, dude. If 30 million people did CrossFit, this podcast would have so many sponsors on it. Like it would look like a futuristic like virtual thing, right? Where there's just like sponsors just like popping up everywhere, but it doesn't, and that's totally okay, right? But Forging Elite Fitness, Pukey the Clown, right? Like, like the sweat angels on the floor. A lot of people pushed early on, or like in the past 6 or 7 years, are like, this is why CrossFit isn't going to get popular, because it ousts too many people and it ostracizes them and it alienates people of low fitness or whatever. And I'm like,
have you been inside of an affiliate? Have you seen a person with low fitness looking at the person with high fitness, stoked to be there?
Right. And so this is the thing that I've always said, right? Is like there's a trickle down effect from Rich and Annie and Katrin and Sam Briggs and Chris Spieler and Jason. There's a trickle down effect of like, these people inspire me, right?
Yes.
Now, are the stories of people losing 300 pounds in a CrossFit gym super inspiring as well? Yes, for sure. I bet you that every one of those stories was inspired by someone more fit than them, not less fit. It's very hard for a less fit person to inspire a more fit person. It's like the opposite of water freezing. Okay. Right. So hear me out. Okay. When water freezes, ice is lighter than water and it rises to the top. Right. And so it insulates the water and fish don't die. If ice, and it's the only element that does that. It's the only thing. It's like one of the only elements, if not the only one, or compounds that frozen in solid is lighter than the liquid form. Okay.
Clearly, I'm not knowledgeable on this, but keep going. I'm following.
So if it was the opposite, the ice would go to the bottom. And when it freezes, it would keep freezing and keep freezing and keep freezing, and all the fish would die because there'd be no water left.
Yeah.
Okay. And so we have there's a trickle effect, right? Like it stays there and it saves it. And so in the exact opposite range, the higher the level of the athlete, to trickle down to someone lower. It's never going to be the opposite way. It's
Mhm.
never, there's like people, I'll look at someone that's lost a lot of weight. I'm like, yes, but it's like, it's not going to make me want to work harder. Right. Like I watched Tia's Road to the Games and I'm like, I'm a piece of shit. And I watched it like 12 o'clock at night. And Sunday night, I was running 200-meter sprints in my fucking neighborhood at 1:30.
Because you watched her Road to the Games.
Well, I couldn't sleep. It's like my late night. And so I was like, I'm a piece of shit. I'm going to work out. Right. It's less dense. Thank you. There we go.
Well, okay. And so then Kevin says, absolutely. Let's see here. I want to train with people fitter than me. I don't want to be the fittest person in the room unless it's a competition. And then I actually, agree, obviously, that what made this of interest was that it was clearly elite, right? But that they had the product that could scale so I could show up, right?
Mm-hmm.
But then at this point also then masters athletes are kind of like that for me. Like being at these competitions, I'm constantly just looking at these masters athletes, the older the better, and just
Right.
like, please show me what's on the menu. Please show me what's accessible. And so not only the fittest at all ages at, whatever the open division, but like I would say the same for our aging population as well. Anyway, clearly I'm just really into them. I think that what
That's
they do
good.
is really cool.
It's so coming back to like we were talking about WFP. I also think like this is not it's not like the whole concept of like sport or test, right? I think that's like a big conversation coming up. And so I think there is a sport aspect of it in a competition, but the games is a test, and it doesn't need to be this like the WFP made a fatal flaw in assuming that prioritizing athletes over fans in community is the way to go. And that flaw isn't that the athletes are going to have a worse experience. I think that's fine. They can have a better experience in this niche thing within the other niche, but people still need to want to watch it.
Yep.
Right. And this crowd is not that big. Like it's going to spread it thin, and they're going to come back to CrossFit.
Mm-hmm.
They're just going to, right? $15 million nest egg is a lot. It's not that much.
Right. And
It
that's
really
the
isn't.
rate of spending for
Yeah.
sure.
And so it's not enough. Right. And they're falling flat on some of their promises, like everyone has talked about this week, of like, differently pushing out content and that kind of stuff. Right. Like it was kind of big. Yeah. Europe will sell out, but everything sells out in CrossFit in Europe though.
In certain countries. Yeah.
Yeah. And so it's smaller. There's, the crowd is more dense. It's way easier to travel. Right. Like going to Arizona is a terrible idea. Like it just should have been everything should be in the East. Like, I mean, everything should just be in Nashville. Like if you put it in Nashville, like it would sell out, you know what I mean? And so, but it will sell out in Copenhagen,
Mm-hmm.
right? Copenhagen, that word is?
Oh gosh.
I think so. That sounds right.
Well, and if they have that budget, what if they were to put one in Australia? Look at, Dorian Pro, right?
I think that's the goal, right? But again, then now they have to pay like, they give a travel stipend to the athletes and those sort of things, right? Yeah. Dave said this is a 1-year thing. He said that on Savan.
Yeah.
He said it's a 1-year thing, which is fantastic. Yeah. I'm all for it. It should be a 1-year thing. And he does want to go to Europe, which is great, but it's a 1-year thing. I'm hoping they find a way to bring it all back together, right? Like pull the masters back in, pull adaptive back in, pull the teens back in, and make it a festival again, right? Yeah, like awesome. You pulled it apart because the overtaking or the undertaking is huge, right? And so now you have Legends and Pit and Wheelwad that run all three of these. Adaptive is by itself in Vegas supporting an event. I can see adaptive coming to masters and teens all being under one roof, right? And so, and then I think I can see them absorbing it back again and just finding a bigger thing, because now they have these other entities that are running it fully, right? They do that. They get their own volunteers. They do all their own thing. They do all of their own logistical work, and this all is in the same area, right? And I think that would be cool. but we'll see.
How much of that is overlap though, too? You know, like the entities that are being a part of it. Like you've got the same people going and judging here that are judging there, et cetera. You know, so as they've split it apart, now those same individuals are largely involved in multiple of them.
Well, it's only red shirts at the games, so that's not true.
As judges, yeah, I guess you're
Mhm.
right. Yeah, but medical and things like that. I mean, I guess it would still just be the same team.
They're different teams. I mean, there's some overlap, but there could be some overlap too, right?
Yeah.
Because everyone would be there. So, thanks, Jan.
Let's see. I want to go back up where it was like 10 minutes ago. Oh, just Avera asked if I was going to the games. And no, I'm going to be, for the last 5 years, I've gone 3 of the years and I'm not stoked to miss it, but no, we'll be doing this. Yeah.
I feel like it is, Jeff. No, at the games, maybe not. Maybe I'm wrong.
Jeff would be a good resource for this.
Yeah, I thought it was only red shirts. Did individuals, maybe not teams, but I thought it was only red shirts that did individual heats.
I wonder if he knows that to be certain. I mean,
he would know. I mean, he's a judge, so he would know more than me. I just thought that the judging crews are drawn thin. Not all. All right. Okay. All right. What else?
This is on Clydesdale. They talked about the NDAs for the demo team, and there was a suggestion made about like a penalty because they were they were referencing, hey, listen, like people on the demo team have relationship, like just like this is a sport unlike others, right? Same thing. The relationships are they're everywhere, right? And you've got athletes that are part of camps and yada yada. And someone made a suggestion like a penalty for not adhering to the NDA be like a 2-year penalty. I don't even know what that would look like. And 1, how do you catch it? But 2, if they don't get enforced, yeah. And so how do you enforce that? Right.
I mean, it's not hard to catch. Like we know that there's no way Sydney didn't tell Brooke fucking workouts.
So then also, so my question, like say that you do actually, you're able to confirm that someone did not adhere to their NDA. I don't think a 2-year is enough. I think it should be greater.
No, I think it is. I think it's like a 1 year, but it's like you can't do the open, you can't compete, you know, like, and it's like you're like blackballed for the year. I think that would be enough because it would only take once, right? Now, if they're at the end of their career, then it wouldn't matter, but none of them are on the demo team specifically.
Yeah.
Right. Because they're all up and coming. So it does make it hard to trace. Kyra, right? No, not Kyra.
Yeah, that's who. Yeah,
Kyra Milligan, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think a 1 year. Like if you really enforced it, like, and you fucking made it public and you blackballed the fuck of them, like just like they're done, don't do it again. It would be because you would lose sponsors, right? Because like that's like an integrity thing, and like, you know, it would be very similar to taking drugs, right? Like in the sense of and like it would be, right? I mean, it would just be
right, but that's a 4-year.
Right. You know, but like you didn't cheat, you just supported others, and like, and again, like the this is a good question. So I just don't. I don't think a 2 year. I think a 1 year, but like you were very public about it, I think would be enough. So yeah.
If you break an NDA, you are legally allowed to go to court? ? If so, then you need to just take one to court and make an example of for everyone else.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. There's money on the line, but there's not that much money on the line to like ruin someone's life. You know what I mean? Like throw them in jail or something like that. NDAs are usually like financially like binding, and I don't know. A money fine. Yeah, maybe. I don't know how you would enforce that. All these fuckers are broke as shit. They're so broke. Dude, it's crazy. It's crazy how little money fucking CrossFitters make.
Yeah.
I'm like, you know, I just like, I can't, I don't know how they do it. I don't know. No, Avera. So is it not odd that Hatfield made a back squat Instagram post just one day before? No, a lot of people are in back squat cycles, right? Like if Gucci was preparing for the games, she would have been in a back squat cycle. Because if you just look at testing, we can assume that like a pure strength lift was coming eventually. They've never done a pure strength. So like I would have assumed something like the total was going to show up again. So I would have had an athlete in a back squat cycle. Right. So,
yeah. And just even though, yes, he did post it right around that time, like these events were already, Dave had already made his progress
yeah,
on.
this has been, and so anyways, right. Yeah, exactly. I don't think they know. Dave is not like, that's one event. You don't have to test that. So no one knows that's coming, right? Like none of the testers know that one,
Also Royce Dunn,
yeah.
From the demo team, that photo that he posted
his
to
page.
his, I think it's Royce Boy.
Yeah.
Anyway, Royce Dunn. Are you pulling it up? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't give much context, but he looks like he's been through
Those
it.
are handstand that's handstand push up.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh, the final. Yeah, usually this is being upside down.
Okay.
But there's already handstand push-ups, so that would be weird.
Right.
And there's wall walks. Full contact sparring match. This is such a strange thing.
I have no idea what to pull from it.
So usually this is from being upside down and put like pateshi, right? Like blood vessels bursting. Or it's like really heavy squatting.
I was going to say, yeah, big exertion.
A lot of time under tension.
Which yet again, we already have our 1 rep earlier. So,
or it's a deadlift, like but we've already have deadlifting, so it can't be that. There's no way they're upside down again.
Full contact.
Pulling on the pegboard. The only thing is heavy sandbag, like a really heavy sandbag for reps. But he said Ricky, and I know it's a joke to the sparring match, so I think that's to throw someone off. This is interesting. But that's what that's from, for sure. I don't know. It's a weird one. Athletes have no interest in letting competitors know what they know. How many athletes know the test? I don't think as many as you think. I think it's a lot less. I think semifinals is different. I think like the Open is different. It doesn't seem like anyone who's like online semifinals. I don't think the games is as much sparring. Can Colten fight? I don't feel like, I mean, maybe, I don't know. Lido, I think it's a 0, and it's just because the Masters and like really heavy hinging, it's just a really high risk thing. And I'm not saying that people shouldn't do it. I think we should always deadlift really heavy. I have both of my athletes, and like they both went through a pretty good deadlift touches and cycle.
But what were the lowest rep ranges you had them in?
One athlete was doing doubles and triples. She tolerates hinging really well. And then I had another athlete doing volume because she has like a, like she is extremely strong. And so I know her 1RM is really good. And so she was doing volume stuff for like hinge tolerance. So always, everyone's a little bit different. But anyways, yeah, that's an interesting one.
His post.
Yeah, that is an interesting one. His eyes are fucked.
Right.
Like that's real. That's what I would look like when I would do handstand push-ups. Like every time. Yeah, probably a reason why I had a stroke. Probably.
Is there some level of that that's genetic? I don't know.
But like every time I'd be upside down,
I mean, I know that's what Jimmy looks like whenever he does some like heavy squatting. Every time, his whole face.
I'd say tall isn't a dead stop. I don't know what this is. I don't know what that's saying. What's
I
up,
don't either.
Jonathan? Oh, I meant to text you back, buddy.
What's up, John?
Grant's in the house for sure. Am I going to bring? No, Travis doesn't like to do. He's probably lurking. He always lurks. The last like 2 times we talked about him, he just popped up in the comments. But no, Travis like got married and blah blah blah. No, I mean yes. So hypertension, yes and no. It's not like it's a deadlift stopper. Yeah, it's like usually Valsalva and like intracranial pressure. Nelson's lurking. Nelson, you are lurking.
Hi, Nelson.
Oh, everyone's lurking. Whoa.
What's good?
What's up? All right, everyone's here. So I love it. All right. I think that's it.
Yeah. I mean, you could go in. I don't know that you really want to talk about that thing that Zach Long did, the study with the injuries or anything like that. It's not CrossFit Games specific at all, but it's a great article.
It is a great article. If you guys haven't read it, listen to Dave's weekend review. And this is like, preaching to the choir here, but Zach Long, who's the barbell physio, wrote an article on.
Do you know him?
I do know Zach very well. Yep.
Cool.
He was on the podcast once, and then we've been friends for a long time, like early in our social media lives. Good dude. I really like his stuff.
The second marker of your life, your lifespan.
Yeah.
When you entered that realm.
Well, it was. I mean, we both started social media like at the same time. Obviously, barbell physio is substantially larger than the movement doctor, but we were like under 5,000 followers at the same time. Early, like we graduated around the same time. Him maybe a couple more years than me. Anyway, scientific integrity under fire, point by point, reputation, misleading CrossFit research. So if you guys just want a good read, it's a really, really good one, right? We'll go over the claims real quick. Like injury rates, talks about it. It's very good. Advanced like complexity increases more risk. He goes over the claim and the response, repetitive overhead. Like it's just really good. Burnout, movements to use, like novices, ego, constantly very like it's really good. It's really in depth. He writes really well. But this is the favorite thing that I've ever seen him put out. He did a really good job with it. I really, really like it. I'm not reading it to you, Jeremy. Shut the fuck up.
But it is a great read.
Read the claims.
Yeah.
It's really short. Like it's not a long CrossFit Safe. A lot of the research is biased.
He has a chart in there of all of the claims throughout time. But yeah, if you go compare it to other styles of training, powerlifting, whatever, Olympic weightlifting, etc., it's really.
Yep. It's good.
And yet again, the biggest injury you're going to experience is non-use, in my opinion.
Always
you go be sedentary. That's got a really negative outcome.
Yeah, like sedentary people. Like there's a reason why sedentary people have higher pain than active people, right?
Yeah.
Sure, they have less trauma, like specific trauma, but it's like the less you move, the more things hurt. That's just how it works. Like just over time, right? Your body tolerates life worse. And so what was deemed normal is now deemed excessive. And that's when pain starts to pop up and overuse, etc. This is Lito, this is not good. So going back to this, we'll finish on this one. Your back squat should not be heavier than your deadlift. That's a hinging pattern problem for sure. Your coach should fix that. Anyways, all right, guys, I gotta run. It's a parent, my wife and them are off school. I gotta get Bennett up and get ready to go swimming. So sick.
That's a wrap on that.
Yep. We will here we go. Claire, you want to jump on another podcast and do a live workout against somebody? Claire's pretty fit.
Yeah, I'm pretty fit. It
Put
depends
put
on what.
burpees. Put burpees in it. Claire has a
Are you
shot.
saying I'm good at am I good at burpees?
You are good at burpees. That's what you
Okay,
told
thanks.
me. You've told me that's like you love like grindy burpee stuff. We've
Oh,
had that conversation before.
yeah, sure. I mean, the longer the workout, the better. I fare better. But anyway, you say that we're making progress on the other side of things too.
That's right.
Anyway, yeah, I don't know. Is that a thing? Is that something?
Yeah,
that's
they run like on the Glinton's
Yeah.
podcast. They do
Yeah.
like a live workout, like a throwdown kind of thing.
Oh, I love that. That's awesome. I actually just watched anyway, I've seen clips from theirs, but I just went and watched more the other day, and it was fantastic.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right.
Anyway.
If you're interested, I'll put you in contact with Jan.
Cool.
Sick. All right, guys. Thanks so much. We'll be back Friday for sure. Friday morning. Maybe Thursday. Oh, dude, the mask. And yeah, we'll get the schedule out. And so I'll basically just put out all the times, and you'll see us.
Bingo cards.
Oh yeah. If you guys have any ideas, we're gonna do a bingo card Friday morning. We'll put it together. If you guys have any ideas, drop it in the comments below after you watch the video. And we'll have a bingo card ready. So maybe we'll need to meet Thursday. I don't know. We'll talk about it.
I've got a list going.
Cool. Sick. All right.
Yeah.
We'll put it together. All right, guys. Thanks so much. We'll see you soon. Happy Games Week. And as always, be a savage.
Be a savage.